Hello everyone, welcome to today's tutorial where we'll dive into the exciting part of PlanSwift Template, civil engineering measurements. We have just few items of work to measure with large quantities. So whether you are a pro quantity surveyor, a civil engineer, an estimator, or a beginner in the system, so understanding the power of template can greatly enhance your work. In this video, we'll explore how PlanSwift Template works, why they matter, and how you can leverage them to save time and generate more efficient and accurate quantity. So if you are new here, make sure you check out my previous videos on building works. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's embark on this journey of mastering PlanSwift Template together. I'm Yusuf Musa Uba. So estimating the cost of a construction project can be a daunting task, involving careful consideration, calculator input, and the anxiety of potential errors. However, PlanSwift Template offers a solution enabling you to estimate with the precision of an architect during design phase, ultimately saving time and ensuring accurate quantity calculation. So let's get started. Civil engineering work is unlike building works. It has a lot of things to consider, a lot of preliminaries, and some other stuffs, like a thorough understanding of the road construction process. So you have to know the construction technology behind that civil engineering work you want to measure, and also knowledge of the current rate of wages and every category of worker involved. You have to know that too. We'll have a separate video on how to create and generate your rate analysis for civil engineering works, up-to-date trade catalog with prices and their sources of supply. And also another most important thing is the standard method of measurement you intend to use for the preparation of your BOQ. So all these things need to be put in place before you pick any civil engineering works. So here is our PlanSwift. This design is for steel works, where we're going to work on road. So most of my civil engineering drawings are confidential, so it can't be used for the sake of this tutorial. So this is like a sketch, more of a rough sketch. So if you have your own drawing, you can use it for practice, or you can use it to do your own work. So this is the longitudinal section, which we have the existing level, we have the road level, and we have the chainage point. And this is the plan. We have the total length of the road. This is a straight road without curves. These are the existing levels and the road levels and the chainage point. This is the cross-section detail. So for the surface course, it is 100 mm, and the base course is 250 mm, and the sub-base course too is 250 mm. And these other details are for gullies, and this for curbs, and this for grass verge and footways 1.5 and 2.1. And the carriageway width, this half of the carriageway, which is 3.5. So the total width for the road is 7 meters, and we have 2 carriageways. So let's go back to, let's start our takeoff. So this is our template. As you can see, we made adjustments on the design, the layout for the template, and we also made adjustments and additions on the building works. I think under substructure we have bulk excavation, which was not in our previous template, and under roof we have steel work and carpentry work, and also under external works we have road and fence under external works. So we have separate videos for this. So in today's video we are going to concentrate on road construction. So if you check under our civil engineering works, we have road and pavement, we have railway construction, which we are going to treat later. We have airport construction, we have tunnel construction, we have structural metal work, we have concrete piling and timber, we have pipeline construction, we have estate road. So there is difference between estate road and highway road, just a little bit different. the thickness, and some other stuff that makes it vary. So we are going to treat the highway and the estate road separate. We have the bridges, we have electrical infrastructure projects, we have water supply, we have shorelines, we have communication, and refineries. So in case if there is any civil engineering work that is missing from our list here, write it in the comment section so that we'll add it to our list and treat it in this series videos. So let's start our takeoff. So under road and pavement, we have earthworks, we have paving construction, and we have culverts and drains. So under earthworks now, we have excavation and disposal. We have excavation and disposal for cutting and filling separate. Excavation for topsoil. We have filling to base. We have filling to sub base. So let's begin our takeoff. So for this now, this is our level. The first thing you need to do before you start any takeoff, especially road, you have to check your level, do your cutting and filling. So in here now, we have the existing level and the road level. So at this point, we have our existing level to be 400.590 and 400.486 for the road level. So another thing you need to consider while taking your levels is if you check the road level here and the existing level here. So the existing level is higher than the road level. So this is cutting. So we are going to cut. And where we have that the existing level is lower, like for example, we have the existing level to be 400.657 and the road level to be 400.832. So this is filling. So these are the basic things you need to. So in this point, we are going to fill, while in this point, we are going to cut. So now, let's check our plan. Was the total length of the road, which is 375.605, and our total width is 77 meters, which is 14. So now, click. So let's start our takeoff. So I think it should be better if we rotate this page so that we'll be able to see the dimensions clearly. Let's rotate. I think this should be better. So let's start our takeoff now. So when you click, you know that our road length is 735.605 and the width to be 14. You click once and you click stop. So we are going to start our cutting and filling now. So you now go back, click. Let's zoom this. Okay. Now double click. This is cutting. So for this first one, we have 400.9.590 and 400.486. In the second one, we have 400.657 and 400.832. So if you check, the existing level is lower than the road level at this change point. So this is going to be filling. So now click on filling and put 400.657 and then 400.382. So the next one now we have 401.213 and 400.820. So this is cutting. Go back 401.213, then 400.820, and the next one is 401.844 and 400.9. So this is also cutting 401.844 844 and 400.900, and click OK. We'll now move a little bit. Okay. We'll click move back to our curtain. As you can see, it automatically gives you the difference between each level. You can see we have 0.17 here, and we have 0.1, 0.39, 0.94. So let's continue. So the next one, we stopped at this. So the next one is 402.7 and 401.2. So this is also pattern 402.70 and 401.842. So the next one now is 403. Okay, this should be filling. Go back. 403.60 and then 403.727. The next one is 40 is also filling. 404.50 and then 404.6, sorry, and 682. So you click OK. We stop at change point 180. That's 180 meters. So zoom out again. Click. This is the only time-consuming part of the road construction, taking the levels. So the next one is 405.919. 405 points. So this is cotton. We have 405.919. Sorry, this is filling. 405.388, and then 404.772. So the next one now is cotton, which is 405.919, and then 405.371. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit since you get the point on how to take the levels, so that we won't waste much of our time here. The next one is okay. So we are done with the levels. So in here now, we check. We check here. We have the sub items under this, showing error, and this topsoil measured it automatically, filling to base 0.0000. So the next thing to do now is you have to check for cotton now. How many tonnage point do we have for cotton? When you click For cutting, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 cutting. So you click OK and go back to this, double click on form. So total number of chain edge points, now you click. So total number of chain edge points, now you click 7. So number of carriageway, we have 2. Then you click OK. So when you go back now to this, as you can see, this is our quantity for cutting. And the average depth is 0.44. So now for filling, we'll check how many filling do we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 chain edge point for filling. When you click, you can also check it through this point. You click on 6, number of carriageway 2, and you click OK. And this is your quantity for filling. And for topsoil, it is measured automatic. So when you click on topsoil, you see that the average depth for topsoil is 0.15, and it captures the length of the road and also the width. If you want to change the average depth for your topsoil excavation, you can change it in here. But for the sake of this tutorial, we are going to leave it at 0.15. You click OK. So the next thing now is your filling to base. So go back to our design and our cross-section details. Our filling to base is, the thickness is 250 mm. Go back to your takeoff summary and click. As you can see, it also captures the length, the width, the number of carriageway. So all you need to specify is the thickness, which is 0.25, and you click OK. So the same thing for filling to sub base. So in this design, we have the same thickness both for base course and sub base course. So we are just going to maintain 0.25 and then click OK. So we have all our quantities for cutting and filling, topsoil, filling to base, and filling to sub base. So the next item now is paving construction. So we have carriageway and we have light duty pavement. And here we have bell mouth and curves. But for this design, we only have a straight road, so we don't have any bell mouth or curves in our plan. So in our next video, we are going to treat a road that has a bell mouth or a curve, so that you see how you can treat those areas. So the next item now is carriageway. So under carriageway, we have stone riprap and road mapping. And also we don't have any stone riprap on this drawing. In our next drawing, we found a design that has stone riprap and bell mouth, so that we'll be able to treat them. So for now, we are just going to take the surface, carriageway surface course, and the road mapping. So when you click, you put the length, which is 375 and 605, and the width, which is 7 meters, number of carriageway, which is 2, and the thickness is 0.10, which is 100 mm. And still go and check and confirm. Click. Let's click once. Click stop. Let's check our details. You can see surface course 100 mm thickness. And now go back. So this is our quantity for road mapping, 175.22. So for this carriageway surface, this is the quantity in square meter. But if you need it in cubic meter, is the quantity in cubic meter. So anyone, because some people do take their surface cost in square meter and some do take it in cubic meter. So if you want to take it in cubic meter, this is the quantity in cubic meter. Want to take it in square meter, that's the quantity in square meter. You click OK. So the next item now is going to be our light duty pavement, which under light duty pavement we have the curves, we have the edges. So let's check. In here we have the verge to be 2.10 and the footways to be 1.5. So it's going to be 3.6. Go back to your plan, click, put your length 375 and 605 and the width 7 meters, and the width to be 3.6 and the number of sides to be 2, and click OK. Just click once and stop. So that's it. So here is our total length for curves and our length for edging is showing error. So for the edging, you have to specify the spacing for each edging. So for the sake of this design, we're going to assume a spacing of, let's say, 600 mm, which is 0.60, and click OK. So in here now, our edges, we have 252 numbers. So I think 1252 numbers. So we don't have any bell mouth and curves. So that's all for paving and construction. So our next item now will be culvert and drains. I think we'll treat it together with the bell mouths and curves in our next video. Thank you for watching. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on this video series.